One detail from the Bad Batch which baffles me is why the Empire would continue to use clones to defend Mount Tantus, which is a top secret facility that is experimenting on other clones. The Empire has even acknowledged that there are a growing number of clones rising up against them, yet they keep their most classified operation under the protection of those same clone troopers. One possibility is that these are not the same clones that fought in the Clone Wars, but rather they are a new batch of Imperial Sparty clones that are completely loyal to the Empire. Sparty-grown clone troopers can be created incredibly fast, with a mature adult being created in only 1 year. However, these clones were less skilled than the clones produced out of the standard cloning process. This could explain the apparent skill gap between the clones that we saw in the Bad Batch Season 2 and the clones we know from Republic Commando and the Clone Wars.
Sir, the girl's not in the office.
In addition, this commando's voice is much less mature than the voices of other clone troopers.
The locals have been detained and will be dealt with.
We know that D. Bradley Baker is extremely intentional with every one of his clone trooper voices, so this detail could be indicative of a younger, less mature clone trooper. However, Sparty cloning is only legends and hasn't been introduced in canon, and we know for a fact that Scorch from Republic Commando is a clone created from the standard 10-year cloning process. So we have to look at other possibilities. Well, the clones guarding Mount Tantus could have enhanced inhibitor chips, or have the upgrade that the clone assassin did in episode 7 of the Bad Batch. We also know that the Imperial officer who was transporting rogue clones to Mount Tantus had the exact same electrocution chip as the clone assassin. It's possible that the clone commandos have similar chips that force them to comply with orders and die if necessary to protect the top secret location of Mount Tantus. But it's also possible that they're just loyal. Clone commandos often thought of themselves as separate from the regs. They, like Crosshair, often believed that they were superior. In addition, commandos rarely worked with regular clone troopers during the war, which would kind of explain why they would be willing to let the Empire experiment on and hurt their brothers. But we know that even clone commandos defected from the Empire. Not only Gregor, but we see this clone commando on Coruscant who has also defected. Relying solely on the loyalty of these commandos seems foolish and naive, considering that so many clones have shown resentment for the Empire. But what do you think? Why is the Empire still using the commandos? And why are the commandos still fighting for the Empire? Let me know in the comments, and make sure you check out the video on the screen now.